Hey, I'm back on the farm. It's Friday the 27th of April. It's raining. I'm in the polytunnel. It's great to be somewhere dry while it's raining outside. I'm going to be making some benches now in the container. Then I can bring them in here and put my trays of seeds on them. I've brought a few seedlings back from Norwich, so these are going to be ready to plant out soon, and then I can start some seed sowing. This is what the polytunnel looks like. I've put cardboard down all across it just to stop the grass from growing back. Here's the first bench made up. So I'm going to have a wire mesh across there, put my seedlings on it. I can also use it as a workbench to do my seed sowing. Finished off all the seeds I'm going to sow in pots today. It's a bit of a game changer having a surface to work on. I've just finished making this little propagating table. It's not heated. I've made a little cover so that just retains a bit of extra heat. There's obviously still potential for frosts up until probably the end of May, so that should just be a bit warmer. It's not quite as big as I would have liked. If I make some more, I might make it a bit wider and a bit longer. So I've just planted 54 seedlings of 6 different lettuce varieties. These are for a seed trial for the Gaia Foundation, and we'll be comparing the quality of the leaves and how well they set seed for future seed saving. There are 6 different varieties, and I've planted them in repetitions of 9 salad plants. So there are 9 of one, 9 of another, 9 of another, so there's 6 along there, and then that repeats in a different order, and then for a third time in another order. This is a pea called Norley, which I'm planting. I sowed this in February in modules, and there's about 120 of those going in, which will be for pea shoots or for peas. It's the 4th of May. I'm about to try and rotivate some of the beds that have had crops in them, and the crops have now finished. So I'm getting into a good level of seed production now, starting to get some good germination. Brassicas tend to come up first, tomatoes still haven't germinated. It's now just gone 9 o'clock, and this side of the polytunnel is still half in shade. Don't think that's a big issue because the sun does cross over and it gets pretty warm in here. so I don't mind a bit of shade at the moment. That will get less as the summer goes on. Slightly worryingly, these tatsoi, which I sowed in February, they are already starting to bolt, and I haven't even planted them out yet. Same for this rocket over here. I guess I just need to find the varieties that are more resistant to bolting. These broad beans and tomatoes have been planted, and these clover sown in the compost that I got from a local supplier, so I'm just testing to see whether there's any adverse side effects, and they all look pretty healthy at the moment, which means that if I go ahead I can buy that and put it down on the beds in here. At the moment I've got 6 beds laid out, and that is the plan. I need to get my wires up on the top of the polytunnel to hang strings from. I've got this new mesh from a mail order company, so I'm just going to nail this down. That will allow me to put trays on here and for the water to drain through easily. Good morning, it's Saturday the 5th of May. This is quite a difference to the last few months. Finally the temperatures have warmed up. It's an amazing day. This bed yesterday I tried to go over with the flail mower with varying degrees of success. Had a lot of problems with the flail mower yesterday, couldn't get it to work the right way round, so I had to use it the dangerous way with my feet underneath the blades, but I did get a bit of flailing done. I've gone round the edge of the beds too on some advice that it's easier to rotavate borders rather than put ground cover down, so we'll see how that goes. I've planted some statice flowers and some stock in here. Tulips that are left are looking amazing. The only downside is that I haven't really been able to sell very many because they've all come out so quickly, and I can't sell them once they've opened, but they look beautiful, and I will cut some and take them to friends and family in London tomorrow. This bed over here has had pak choi in, didn't do very well, most of it bolted. I'm gonna go over that with the power harrow. This bed I will go over with the rotavator and then the power harrow. The cabbages are looking okay, they're sort of looking healthy but not really heading up yet. This bed will need rotavating as well. This will come out, this kale, it's died basically. I'm not sure of the reason, nutrient deficiency possibly, but there's room to plant some more lettuces in there. This path I went over with the rotavator yesterday instead of hoeing it. These are peas. Here is a lettuce seed trial. I planted some ranunculus in here last week, which is very late, but see how it goes. And then these are sweet peas, so I'll put some netting up to support those. And then I'm going to go over these beds with the power harrow and the rotavator and weed them out first and hoe them, and then get them ready for planting. A lot of the winter density lettuces died that weren't under plastic, but they're still producing good cut and come again leaves, and these Arctic King are doing quite well as head lettuce, although a lot of them did get this strange leaf blotchiness, which I think is just on the older leaves. I hope it doesn't spread to the new leaves. It is a bit, so I'm not sure whether that is disease or some kind of damage due to water or frost. All these things I'm having to learn. Never a dull moment on the farm. Just finished rotavating and power harrowing these last beds in block 6, but that area was starting to get weedy, as was this block. I hadn't been able to go over it because it was so wet until recently. So that is now prepped, ready for planting. I've been encountering in the last couple of days is using the flail mower and the power harrow to a lesser degree, just because it doesn't really work at the ends of the rows, not having enough space to turn around, and also it chews up the mulch. So I'm probably not going to use the ground cover anymore around the borders and just rotavate. But also, if I've only got half a row, it's very hard or impossible without damaging other crops to get the flail mower in and the power harrow and turn it round in the middle of the bed and go back. So this little bit of mustard which is bolted, I am going to just cut it with a sickle.